technology is increasing, man, knowledge is decreasing. You know what I mean? Before, you know, you get on the computer, you got to go click through some shit, you know, to find something. Now it's just press this, boom, everything you need pops the fuck up, right?
And that's the thing with, and that's why it's technology, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's technical knowledge, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Think about it, like the brothers just said, it's technical knowledge. I mean, technical knowledge is, like I said, with the technology increasing, the knowledge is decreasing. Further on down the line, we ain't gonna know how to operate shit. So what is that doing? That's kicking us deeper into a oppressive state.
But as far as this knowledge, this technology, because here's the whole thing about knowledge. This is a lesson we've been kind of preparing, doing some etymology and some word study on knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Get Exodus 31 real quick on knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because you got to understand the differences between knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you have to attain all of those, man, to really be fully in this truth. Because there's a lot of guys that we know who got a lot of knowledge, but it's not paired with wisdom and understanding. So we want to differentiate and let everybody know what the difference is between the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding. Because knowledge, when you go into the etymology of it, acknowledging, knowledge literally means acknowledging the Most High, but also knowing an organized body of facts or teachings to find out or to recognize, man. Meaning to know, basically to know what something says. For example, you know, we had a guy in the camp, the Bar Yah, who had committed adultery with his father's woman, and you know, we put him out pursuant to 1 Corinthians 5. But anyway, so we put him out. But when he was in the camp, we used to call him the precept guy because he used to have a lot of precepts. If you say a key word, he'll be able to pinpoint it in the scriptures, just like the blue letter. When you blue letter something, it'll tell you a treasure of scriptural knowledge. It says. So now, when you blue letter something, say you blue letter a word, say you blue letter, I don't know, captivity, right? So you blue letter captivity. Now it has all these captivity scriptures. Now you're putting together a certain lesson. You're not going to get every single scripture that says captivity. You're going to get the ones pursuant and pertinent to the topic that you're talking about. Now it's going to show you, it knows every single time that word came up, but it can't tell you which of those line up with what you're trying to go into. You see what I'm saying? Because it just has knowledge. It doesn't have wisdom or understanding. With that understanding and that wisdom, you pick, okay, this scripture goes with there. See that guy, Deborah, he didn't have that. Because I used to bring something out, and he'll pull a precept, and it won't have shit to do with what's going on, but it'll have the same key word in it. But it won't pertain to what's going on. He had knowledge, but if he would have wisdom and understanding, he would be able to know, okay, well, this doesn't go with that right now.
And the word just says the word.
Yeah, it just says the word, and that's why the blue letter, you know, when you putting together a lesson,
you gotta have your wisdom and understanding.
You gotta have your wisdom, because like just brother said, not only do you have to know other scriptures that coincide with the scripture that has the word captivity in it, or you know, with the ones that don't have the word captivity.
Even if it don't have captivity, you got to know where to go find the scriptures that pursuant to that with a different word in it.
And you got to know where, you know, how to even make that relevant to today's life, or make that relevant.
That's where wisdom comes in.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Blue letter doesn't have that wisdom. You know, like I said, it can't make it relevant to life. Or
blue letter can't give you a breakdown.
Yeah, or a historical event.
You got to know.
Or can't give you a breakdown.
You got to know when to hit the K and when to hit the C. It's all there, but you hit that C and then it come down. Okay, I want to look up this word. Now it's going to this word. It has all the information there, but it can't do it. You got to go in and you got to use your wisdom and understanding to get the fullness of that, man. Yeah. And see, and that's what understanding means. Understanding is a comprehension. Okay. Now the word comprehension. It's a cool word to me when I looked it up, because com means completely, and rehension, just like when the police say we have apprehended the suspect, that means to take hold, to seize.
Right.
So you have to completely take hold of the knowledge that you're receiving, and when you completely take hold of it, that's the understanding. And now use your wisdom, which is your cunning or your wit, or means to see.
Right.
So you know what it's saying. You've taken hold of what it's saying. Now you see what it's saying, and you can relay that information to somebody, and you can put it to them in a way where they can understand.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Relating it to, you know, everyday life, or connecting it to a historical event
Just like
or anything.
you seen Road Trip?
Yeah.
Okay, now Road Trip, when they on the bus back,
Right,
and
right.
he says, I can teach you fucking philosophy in 48 hours.
I can teach a fucking
Right.
monkey in philosophy.
He said, he said, I just gotta find a way to relate it to. He said, you like wrestling? Boom. And within 48 hours, he schooled him on a whole class that he took for a whole semester.
Right.
You could do that if you could, if you know it and you understand it, and now you have the wisdom to relate it to that person to where they can understand it.
Which goes into the fucking system of Esau. Esau lacks knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Thus, if Esau can't break down something to me, what is he gonna do? He's gonna declare me dyslexic. He's gonna declare me with a learning disability. Or he's gonna
That's
declare
because
me
his
with all
system is.
He ain't got shit. You see what I'm saying? He ain't got shit. He don't know nothing. You see what I'm saying? You can't break it down to me in any way to where I can relate it. Man, don't you know I didn't know shit about history until I came into the truth? Nothing about history. I could tell you I could probably relate some shit that they said about it. I know, understand it. Look, Exodus chapter 31 verse 3. And I have filled him with the spirit of the Most High, in wisdom and in understanding,
That's right.
and in knowledge.
Okay, so in wisdom, understanding, so the spirit of the Most High comes in wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. So if you just all knowledge, hey, the spirit of the Most High ain't quite dealing with you all the way yet.
Right.
It might be dealing with you a little bit. You need to get that wisdom and understanding though. You got to be able to hear to bring scriptures out and break them down. Okay, go ahead.
And in all manner of workmanship.
That's right, man. In all manner, and then there's a scripture. Can you find it real quick? In all things, in getting all things, get knowledge, or get understanding. Get understanding, not knowledge, understanding. Because even if you don't know how to get all the scriptures, this, and that, understanding it go a long way, man. At least I understand the scriptures. You know?
I heard Amashab Allah say that.
Yeah.
You know, I can't tell you, bam, okay, go here, go there.
All the time.
You know, all the time.
That's
but
why you see me.
when you
I
bring
be
it out,
having
I
the
know.
paper, man.
That's right.
I know what it's talking about. I just don't always book, chapter, verse all the time with everything. So you know you got the God. Like this brother on the camera, you die. See, that's like calling will you die? It means to know. But this brother, he knows and he understands. He ain't necessarily gonna be out here calling. But you bringing scripture out, he understands what's going on. He knows what it's talking about. You see what I'm saying? Because in all I get understand. That's the most important thing. So somebody with understanding is going to get a lot further in this thing than somebody with just all knowledge. Like the Bar Yah, he had all knowledge, man. You could pinpoint every scripture, but if you read it and you don't know what the hell it's talking about, it's not going to get you nowhere, man.
Right.
You know?
This is Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7. It says wisdom is a principal thing.
Wisdom is because wisdom is really the number one thing, because you got to know how to, you know, and when you wise, you know when to, because you ain't always gonna bring shit out. You got to be wise though.
Right, it's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, not knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Yeah, wisdom is the chief. But what even though wisdom is the chief, what does it say?
It says wisdom is a principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom.
Get wisdom, but go ahead.
And with all thy getting, get understanding.
With all thy getting, get understanding. Because when you understand something, like, for example, we'll bring out a scripture or speak about something, and then we understand it. Now we can use our wisdom to like, okay, I can bring up this testimony of something that happened in my life, or this example, or this metaphor. You see what I'm saying? Which is pertinent to this, which could, and then in turn help give somebody else understanding. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
See, but dudes have problems and trouble with those concepts. You have to get that in order, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, if you want to go far in this thing, man.
Wisdom
if you want to really run this race.
Wisdom is gonna bring you relevance, right? You're gonna bring out relevant shit.
Yeah, come.
You know, and a lot of times dudes will come up and bring out scriptures that we'll sit there and ask you, okay, well, what's your point?
Yeah, like, oh, whoa.
Like,
okay, well, what's the point?
Like this brother was just talking about before we started camp about how dudes try to bring out Leviticus, the 5th chapter, to say if we see something, or basically that gives us justification and try to call the police or tell the so-called white man. Okay, like if we're having that argument or that discussion, you bring that out. There's no sense in me even arguing with you. I'm gonna ask you the simple question: what's your point? Okay? You're not even relevant. So wisdom is going to give you relevance, man, and your breakdowns. All right? Need anything else on that?
I mean, that's pretty much it on that, man. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have that knowledge. You got to have that wisdom. You got to have that understanding. You got to have all those things paired together, man.